Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown. See, we been making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss.
So, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, y'all know that I'm pretty open with y'all. I pretty much tell y'all, I tell y'all a lot. I share a lot with y'all. But I'm sitting here, thinking like, do I really, really want to be real open with y'all? Do I really want to open up on a level that I have not opened up before? And, this is the Life of Steph Vlogs. And I do want to share my life. I do want to document my life, not only for y'all, but I want to document my life for me, my family to look back on. I want to start showing more of my daughter, more of my husband. But anyway, I decided for this year, I am going to open up about just my life dealing with lupus and how it is affecting me, and things that I am doing to just be healthier living with lupus. First of all, I need to educate y'all on lupus. So I'll definitely have some links up, and I may put some slides up or something at the end of the video so y'all can be a little bit more educated. I'm not about to pull up nothing off of Google and read it or nothing like that. I have done that before in different videos. Like if you go back and look at my lupus stories, and you can kind of see what lupus is. Lupus is basically an autoimmune illness, and lupus basically attacks your body. So it attacks your body basically. So it's just your body fighting itself. And you basically have to take medication for not so much for it to stop, but to suppress it. There's no cure, so they say. It's no cure. I believe it's a cure for everything, but it's no cure. And I'm basically going to be on medication the rest of my life. Now, I have heard some stories of people that have cured themselves, but it's a strict process. I mean, they literally switch to vegan, and then on top of that, they may not, one thing I will say, let me back up, because I tend to get all over the place, but one thing I will say is everybody that have lupus is different. It's different in everybody. I never shared this before either, but my mom also has lupus. I found out I had lupus in 2015, and I believe my mom found out in 2016. The first person I knew that had lupus was a little cousin. So my cousin's daughter was the first person that I knew that had lupus, and I think they found out, and I want to say around 2010, 2011. It was probably around the time that I was pregnant, before I had Karaya. I remember my cousin found out her daughter had lupus, and I believe she was trying to figure out what was wrong with her for a year or so. They didn't know what was wrong with her, and then they found out it was lupus. So she probably had it in 2010. I don't know. I'm just thinking as far as I can think back. So she was the first one that we knew that had lupus in our family. We didn't know what lupus was. We didn't know anything about it until my cousin got diagnosed with it. And then it was oh, she got lupus, and then we started hearing about it. Like I said, in 2015, I got diagnosed. My doctors believe that it came after I had Karaya. So I had Karaya in 2011, and that's when I started getting symptoms, but I didn't know I didn't know that they was symptoms of lupus. I just, things like my hair started to fall out. I got rashes on my hands, and just little things happening to me where, it was signs of lupus, but they didn't know it was lupus. They didn't do the testing. They just, oh, this is this. Take this, and you'll be fine. Take that, So anyway, yeah, and then in 2015, I found out. 2016, my mom found out. And yeah, so I never shared with anybody that my mom has lupus as well, but she does. So, and again, the 3 people in my family that I know have lupus, me, my mother, and my little cousin, all of our cases are completely different. We all have different cases of lupus. Like mine's, I will say, is probably the mildest case. I have a very mild case, and I thank God. And you know, my little cousin's is more aggressive, and my mom's is a little more aggressive than mine's, but I don't know how aggressive. I don't think it's as aggressive as my cousin's. So with that being said, I just want to make that clear before we get into my story, because this is my story of my lupus journey. And I want to make it clear that everybody that has lupus has it differently. They have different symptoms. They have different ways that affect them. They have, you know, you might hear people say they have the butterfly rash, what is the rash that's on your face. It looks like a butterfly. My mom, she has gotten that before. I believe my little cousin gotten that before. I have never gotten a butterfly rash, but I have gotten other rashes like on my hands and on my arm, where it was, you know, it was a rash and it was due to lupus. But you will hear people talk about different things. Like lupus can affect every organ in your body. Lupus can affect your blood cells. Lupus can affect, you know, your hair falling out, everything. So it's different for everybody. So getting into my situation, the biggest things that it affected with me, because I do want to share this story with y'all, and this is the opening, this is the opener. So I'm gonna tell you how it's affecting me now, and as we go on, you know, break down different things in my life that is affecting me with lupus. I hope you guys stay tuned, and like I said, I'm going to definitely open up way more and let you guys in more into my life. So if you like my day in the life vlogs and just me out and about, these lupus videos will probably be a little bit more detailed and a little bit more, you know, just raw. I'm going to say raw about what I go through. And yeah, so we're kicking off the video right now. We're kicking it off right now with yeah, I wanted to pick up the camera last night. One thing about lupus is I have anxiety. I lost my train of thought for a second. But okay, some of the symptoms that I deal with in lupus is, the major things that I deal with is hair loss. So as you guys, I have mentioned this. If you watch me and you watch my videos, you know, your girl wear wigs for a reason. So, I might show some pictures. If I can go back and find some pictures, I might post some pictures of me with my hair before it started falling out. My hair was down my back. I used to wear wraps all the time, like back before I was born. Before 2011, I used to keep my hair in a wrap. I used to keep perm in my head, okay, a perm, and I used to keep my hair wrapped, and you know what I'm saying? I used to get my hair done, and I loved my hair, and Corey loved my hair, my husband. He loved my hair. And you know, it was long, and I loved it. And when I got pregnant with Karaya, and after I had her, it was probably like, I want to say maybe like 6 months after I had her, or it might have been in between 4 to 6 months. That's when my hair started to fall out. Big chunks, just bald spots in my head. So I had long hair, but I had hella bald spots all throughout, and they still there. And so for years I kept you know, my hair, I didn't cut it or nothing, I just kept, but I started wearing wigs. We'll get to that in another video. But I just wanted to say that's one of the symptoms, is my hair just fell out, you know. And another symptom that I have is I will get rashes. I will get rashes on my hands. It's weird. I get, this hand is right here, all this right here, it'll just be a rash. And it's due to lupus. The next symptom that I have that stands out, I'm gonna hit on the symptoms that stand out. The next symptom that I have that stands out is, so blood cells, because we're talking about organs now. I thank God none of my major organs like my heart, my kidneys, my lungs are not affected. Thank God, you know, because I personally know people that have kidney problems due to lupus. And if y'all know, you know, Toni Braxton, she has lupus as well, and her lupus affects her heart. And so I know people that have like lupus attacks different organs. So it attacks my blood cells. So my white blood cells, it attacks my white blood cells, and that's a big thing. Also, another big thing is not only that my body is fighting itself. I can't have no more kids. Like, I thank God I have my daughter. Me and my husband, we call her a miracle child because I have had 3 miscarriages. I have lost 4 babies. And I call them babies even though they, you know, I mean, I found out I was pregnant and, you know, did everything, the sonograms, and next thing you know, it stopped growing. So, the last pregnancy I had, it was 2, and the heart stopped at 8 weeks, I believe. So, yeah, so if I get pregnant, the lupus is literally going to kill. Like, because it fights whatever, you know, my body is fighting itself. So, at one point after my first miscarriage, the doctors was like, oh, you can keep trying, you'll just be extremely high risk. And that was in Cincinnati. When I came here, I knew that I would be high risk, but when I got pregnant here, I didn't know I got pregnant. I wasn't trying to get pregnant, should I say. It just happened. So when I found out, like, I didn't have an OBGYN, I had a primary care doctor, and I don't think they didn't take my pregnancy as serious as I believe my doctors would have in Cincinnati. My doctors in Cincinnati, we had a very good relationship, and they was on top of things, and I was with them for years. They knew me. They knew everything I went through. So I believe if I would have went to them and told them that I was pregnant, it would have been, I believe, like, it would have been a different outcome. But here, you know, they was like, oh, you just found out you're pregnant, you gotta wait 6 weeks to see a doctor. Then you try to see a doctor, you can't get in for a certain amount of time, and then it's like, you know, I don't know, I probably could have pressed the issue like, hey, I got lupus and I have had miscarriages, and I think I did, I might have said something, but I don't think I pressed the issue enough to be able to get seen sooner with this last pregnancy that I had. But yeah, so that's one of the symptoms. Is like, I can't have any more kids. And it's really annoying when people be like, oh, y'all should have another baby, y'all got this big old house and y'all got all these rooms, and y'all need to put another kid in here. It's annoying. When y'all gonna have another baby? It's so annoying. And a lot of people in my family do not know that I had 3 miscarriages. They don't know that I just had a miscarriage last year. What was that, we moved into this house 2020, right? Yeah. So, yeah, they didn't know I had a miscarriage. The last time I had one, I didn't share it with everybody. I did share it on my channel though, but only the people that watch my channel. No, I didn't really go around my family and was like, hey, I had a miscarriage, da 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 da. So if you watch me and you watch my story, then you pretty much know what happened. You know what I'm saying, in my life. So when people come around in my family or friends and they be like, y'all need to have another kid, y'all only got one, da 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 da, it's annoying. And I'll be like, well, I tried, you know. So that's another thing that affects me. And also another big thing that affects me is certain things that I eat, certain things that I drink. I can't eat certain things, I can't drink certain things. It instantly makes me sick. Another big thing is the sun. So it's like being allergic to the sun. And it's crazy because y'all know I live in sunny Florida, the sunshine state. I love the sun. I love my vitamin D. But I can't be in direct sunlight too long. It literally drains the life out of me. Like, I will get sick. I always need to have a hat on. If I'm going to be out in the sun, I need to have something over my head. So I need to be hydrated, and I just cannot be in any position where I have the sun beating on me. And this Florida sun hit different, y'all. It hit different. So yeah, I know what I need to. In the summertime, I don't play around. I know I need to have a hat. I know if I'm doing anything outdoorsy, I can be swimming. I like, I can go swimming or whatever. I'll be fine doing swimming and swimming activities. Usually when I'm in a pool, I would keep on a hat. Somebody's knocking on my door. Okay, my bad, y'all. I just had somebody at my door. But it's a package, and yeah, I'm gonna wait till my husband come home because I can't get it myself. Well, I probably can, but I don't feel like it anyway. And I ain't dressed. Like, I'm saying here, I am super comfortable. Yes, I have my robe on. I wanted to come to y'all, like I said, I want to come to y'all real raw and just give it to y'all like it really is. Like, I'm comfortable. I'm in my robe. I'm in my house. I am chilling. And yeah, I want to talk to y'all about my experience, and I'm gonna let y'all know why I'm in my robe right now. But let's get back to the video because I had to take a quick little break. But yes, so I left off as the sun. Yes, so I always have to protect myself in the sun. Moving on, the next big thing that affects me dealing with lupus is insomnia. I have severe. Like, I wouldn't say it's severe, but it is to me, because I can literally be running off of like 2 to 3 hours of sleep. Like, I will, and with insomnia, let me say, with insomnia comes fatigue. But I will be so tired during the daytime. Like, I would be exhausted. I mean, I would be extremely physically, mentally exhausted. And then I'll be like, oh, when I hit this bed, I'm going to go to sleep. I'll get in the bed and I'll be like relaxed. And I'll be like, I'm relaxed and I'm chilling. And then next thing you know, I'll just get a burst of energy. And I'll be up all night. You know what I'm saying? And then I might get a little tired, but then I can't sleep. Or either I will be so sleepy that I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake back up. I'll fall asleep, wake back up. Like, or I'll just be up. Or it'll be like I'll be half woke, half sleep, and I just won't never just fully go into a deep sleep. It's the craziest thing. So, yeah, so that's another big thing that I deal with, just having insomnia. When I get sleep, it'd be like, oh my God, I'll wake up and be like, oh my goodness, I slept through the night. That's how crazy it is. Like, when I sleep fully through the night, I will literally wake up and be so happy. Like, it's just the craziest thing. Like, and I feel better. Like, I will feel refreshed. Like, oh my goodness, I slept all night. Like, I feel good. So, with that being said, I believe those are the top. I believe so. If it's something else, I'll let y'all know. But I believe those are the top things that affect me the most with dealing with having, no, there's one more thing. The biggest thing. One of the biggest things also is my knees, my joints, y'all. So, one thing I want to say is lupus is known as the invisible disease. An invisible disease because I can be looking completely fine on the outside. Like, I can be looking like I am that girl. Like, don't let me get dressed. What? Don't let me do something to my hair. Don't let me, put on my lip gloss, some eyelashes. And I'm looking like I'm good. But I can be in pain. I can be exhausted. I can be fatigued. Like, I can sit here and be just so drained and worn out. And you would not have a clue because it's an invisible disease. You do not look like what you are going through at all unless you just really just effed up, But it's an invisible disease. And the biggest, craziest thing is my knees. And it's the weirdest thing because it comes and goes. So, like, I'm just going to touch on it a little bit because, like I said, I want to touch on each and everything in different videos, but I'm just giving y'all a little clip, like a little glimpse into a little bit of stuff that I go to and through, and I never really shared this with anybody. So I'm opening up, but just know, I'm going to share this in another video, but just know my knees, my joints, my knees, and I just like, I'm going to put a picture up of what you feel like when you have lupus. And sometimes I can literally wake up and I feel like ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, I feel extremely healthy. I don't feel like I have any problems, any illnesses, any issues. And sometimes I can wake up and it just feel like my body has been hit by a train. Like, like it feel like I am 92 years old. I feel like I can't walk up the steps. I feel like it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Like, the feelings of dealing with this. So, with that being said, I'm gonna dive into this video and just talk about some fatigue right now, because this is the first video, and like I said, I just wanted to break down what I wanted to bring to you guys. So like I said, the videos that's going to be coming up, they are going to be raw. I'm going to literally really let y'all in on a lot of things that goes on with me and lupus. But yeah, like I said, last night I didn't get no sleep. Did I say that? I don't know. So yeah, yesterday, for the last couple of days, I have been very tired, very exhausted, very drained. And I say that in my videos a lot, and I think people don't understand. Like, some people know I got lupus, but when I be like, I am tired or I'm drained, I'm having like that lupus fatigue. That fatigue that you're so tired that can't nothing you do take that tiredness away. Like, you can go to sleep, you can be in the bed for 3 days. I mean, it's like, what can I do to get my body back to being normal? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is so draining. I don't understand sometimes why I feel the way I feel. Like, I just be feeling so stuck. Like, I am just so freaking tired. I don't want to do nothing. So, like, this whole week, it's Thursday today. This whole week I haven't done nothing. I was trying to do stuff, you know. I'll fight it. I'll fight through the fatigue sometimes. I'll get up and do stuff, but like, you literally just don't want to do nothing. You want to just lay in the bed or lay around and just try. It's like you try to relax so that you can try to get your energy back or try to get back to feeling normal. But it's just so hard, y'all. So that's why I'm in a rope right now, because I didn't sleep last night. I literally was up all night. You know, I was sleepy. I was so exhausted yesterday. And I got in the bed and I laid there and I was chilling. Next thing you know, I'm up and I'm like, okay, where's all this energy coming from? At 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up. And I probably didn't go to sleep until about 4. That's like my normal routine. It's like, I'll be up, then I'll go to sleep around 4, then I get up around 5:30, in between 5 and 6 o'clock, get Karaya ready for school, take her to the bus stop, come back home, get back in the bed, go to sleep till about 9 o'clock. Half-ass sleep, should I say. Half-ass sleep until about 9 o'clock. Lay in the bed until about 10, 11 o'clock. Then get dressed. That's like my normal morning routine. And I'll just be like, I want to get out of that. Like, I'll be wanting so bad to just stay. Like, sometimes if I do get good sleep at night, I'll tell myself, Steph, just stay up. When you take her to school, when you take her to the bus stop and come back home, just stay up. Just stay up. Stay up. That's why I'll be feeling like I need an accountability partner. You know what I'm saying? And I need somebody to just call me and just sit on the phone with me and talk to me and just keep me up. You know, like, sometimes I will call my husband while he's on his way to work and we'll talk sometimes, but but when he start, getting himself together for work, I just be like, do what you do, because he's a truck driver. So I'll be like, get your truck together and then get on the road, then call me. But I just be like, I need somebody to talk to keep me up, or sometimes until I can just get on my feet and be like, okay, I don't need, But so I just go back and forth for years. I just have been going back and forth where sometimes I'll get up and I'll be a morning person, and then next thing you know, I'm a night owl. And I'm more of a night owl than I am a morning person. So I'm trying my hardest to get back into a routine. But like I said, I was up all night last night. I went to sleep around 4, woke up around 6, and yeah, here we are. It's 2:56 right now. It's 3 o'clock. And yes, I did get in the shower. I got in the shower probably around 1, maybe 1, 2-ish. I got in the shower and I put my robe back on because, I mean, today is like a rainy, gloomy day. You know, we had like some tornado watches today. It was thunderstorming earlier. The house was super dark. Like, it was dark and gloomy. It was one of them days where you just want to lay up and just relax in the bed or something like that. Like the thunder, it was just like, it felt so. I love a good thunderstorm. But anyway, yeah. So you know, I did a couple of things around the house, and you know, I was like, okay, let me get dressed. But I don't want to get dressed because I'm not going nowhere. I'm absolutely not doing anything today. Absolutely, I'm not doing anything. So therefore I was like, I'm just gonna get dressed, put my robe, not dressed, I'm just gonna get in the shower, I'm just gonna put my pajamas back on, put my robe back on, and I'm gonna chill for the rest of the day. I'm gonna try to get some things done on my to-do list that I have been putting off, that I have not been doing. I'm gonna try to do that. So here we are. Here we are. This is where we at. So yeah, I just want to come on and share that with you. So if you ever hear me in my vlogs talking about I'm drained or I'm tired, I'm exhausted, more than anything, that's probably coming from lupus. It's coming from not being able to sleep. And like I said, I really want y'all to stick with me. If y'all want to, I want y'all to stick with me on this journey of documenting my experience with lupus. I have, you know, been diagnosed since 2015, and this year, 2023, I want to fully open up to you guys and just take y'all along with me on my day-to-day of having lupus. Like I said, I want to start off with maybe doing 2 videos a month about just strictly things of lupus. So my next video that I am coming out with, like I said, it's going to be real raw. So just be on the lookout and be prepared to see some real raw stuff. And like I said, I'm opening up in a way that I have never opened up before. So yeah, I would love for y'all to come on this ride with me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Lay your head on my pillow. Hear